Hi, my name is Lily Scanlon and I'm the superintendent here at Robertsville State Park. Thank you for joining our public information video today, where I'm going to tell you about what makes this park unique, what kind of projects we've been working on lately, and what we have coming up soon. So Robertsville State Park was established in 1989 and is comprised of 100 acres of woodlands and bottomland forest, and we are bordered on two sides by the Merrimack River and a third side by Calvi Creek. So with all of this woodland and water access, we have a very rich diversity of plants and animals. Along with myself, there are two other full-time staff here. I have a full-time maintenance worker and we also have a full-time naturalist. We also have a few part-time staff and volunteer campground hosts and some volunteer trail workers. Robertsville State Park has a campground consisting of 25 campsites. We have about 13 electric sites and 12 basic sites. We also have a special use camping area that can be reserved for our nonprofit groups. In addition to the campground, we have two day use areas. We have our picnic day use area, which has some reservable shelters and a playground. We also have our river day use area, which has our boat launch to access the Merrimack River. We also have two hiking trails and a small pond that you can go fishing in. Over the winter, our staff has been working really hard to get some projects done to help enhance our visitors' experience. One of the smaller projects we completed is just updates to all of our bulletin boards. So when you're out in the park, you'll see that all of our bulletin boards have current information on programs going on, wildlife safety information, and just general park information. We also did a larger project for our campground. We did a lot of updates to our campground location, including caulking, sealing, painting. We also added gutters to the exterior of the building, and we have some windows that we're getting ready to install. In addition to that, we completed all of our hazardous tree removal. So we removed any trees of concern in our campground as well as other high traffic areas of the park to help make the park safe for our visitors. Also cleared out a lot of our ditches and culverts to help reduce flash flooding across our roads during extreme weather events, storms, and heavy rain. Lastly, on those cold weather days, we stayed inside and we did some cleaning and reorganizing of our maintenance shop and our office areas. As for interpretive programming we have going on, we did a first day hike on January 1st that, while it was very cold out, was very successful, and we had a lot of hikers come out to experience that. We also have an Eagle program coming up at the end of May, and then we have a Missouri storyteller coming out in the fall to do a program in our campground. In addition to those more specific programs, we also do several school groups and YMCA programs throughout the summer, and we go to them and do off-site programs as well. For natural resource management, we did do our managed deer hunt in November of 2024. Due to flooding that happened about a week before, we were not very successful. We only had about 17 deer harvested, but we will be doing that hunt again this fall, and so we'll hope that we can harvest a few more deer this year. Now I'm going to pass it over to Eric, our naturalist, and he's going to talk a little bit more about the natural resource management here.
Hello, my name is Eric Otto, and I'm a park naturalist within the Lower Merrimack Management Unit that Robertsville State Park is part of. And my job is to work with the natural resources within our parks. And Robertsville here, we do a lot of resource management, such as invasive species control, working on things like bush honeysuckle, autumn olive, Johnson grass. We have garlic mustard in certain areas of the park, and one of our new invasive plants that we've just found last year was Japanese stilt grass. So it's something we're trying to target, figure out its kind of population or where it is in the park, and keep that under control. We also work toward plants that are invasive but still may be natural plants to Missouri, and things like that would be sugar maples and eastern cedar trees. Those are trees that have grown and expanded out of their specific community they belong in, and we are finding those and we are removing them from other areas, as well as adding prescribed fire to the landscape. And here at Robertsville, we've been burning since 2013. We've had 6 fires, with the last one being this past March, so March of 2025. And if you take a hike through the Lost Hill Burn Unit, you'll be able to see that, which is within the Lost Hill hiking trail. That trail goes through a good portion of that burn unit. So you'll see the effects of fire within there, as well as see some of the changes that may have occurred over time since we've been implementing fire. If you have any questions regarding our natural resources here at Robertsville State Park, you can call the office and ask for me, Eric, and I'd be more than happy to help you out with those. Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. That's all we have for you today. If you could, please like our Facebook page and be sure to check our park site and status map before your visit just to make sure there's no closures and to keep informed if there's any events or anything going on in the park. Thank you again for watching our public information video. Please feel free to share this link with your friends and family. We do value your feedback and it will be open for comments for 30 days. If you have any questions, please refer to our contact information, which will be linked below the video or at the bottom of the page if you are watching on mostateparks.com. Thanks to the citizens of Missouri, Missouri state parks and historic sites are supported by 0.1% of the park soil and water sales tax. Thanks to this sales tax, we get to enjoy 93 state parks and historic sites. Remember, you are always welcome in Missouri state parks.